Hey everybody, it's Doug Schauf with RE/MAX Oceanside and MakeMaineYourHome.com. In this week's episode of the Make Maine Your Home podcast, I'm going over to see Jessica Rice with Town & Country Federal Credit Union. And we're going to talk about an event that they have coming up called Rock the House. This event is made to celebrate everything to do with your home. It's gonna be an awesome event. I got tickets to go. There's a concert that benefits Habitat for Humanity. A lot of vendors going to be there, so I'm really excited to learn more about it. So let's do this. All right, everybody, so I made it over to Town & Country Federal Credit Union, and I'm here with Jessica Rice. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for having me.
Now, we're going to really spend the most of the time talking about an event that you have coming up. It's coming up on June 1st and 2nd.
Yes.
And it's called Rock the House, and it's all about just homes in general, right? Just celebrating the home, which is right up my alley, as you know. But Jessica, first of all, we'll do is we'll get a little more information about you and all that stuff. What's your position here? What's your title?
I'm the marketing manager here at Town & Country.
That sounds like a fun job.
Yes, yeah, keeps me on my toes.
Yeah, I bet. Good. Well, where are you from?
I'm from Maine.
Okay.
Born and raised.
What town?
I grew up in Standish, so I went to Bonnie Eagle. Go
Fun.
Scots.
Yeah.
And now I live in Westburg.
Okay,
so,
good.
Yeah.
So Standish, it's funny, I was just talking to somebody else about this in one of my other podcasts. My sister-in-law has a camp on Bonnie Eagle Pond.
Oh, yeah.
You familiar with that little
I
pond?
am.
No, not many people know about it. It's just a little tiny thing.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So you grew up there?
Yes.
And did you move away from Maine at all, or have you just have you stayed here?
No, I've pretty much stayed here my whole life. I love living in Maine. I love to travel and I love seeing new places, but there's nothing quite as sweet as coming home to Maine.
Right, coming back.
Yeah,
absolutely.
The fresh air and
right.
I think we have everything here. So.
We certainly do. Yeah. Ocean, lakes, mountains, you name it.
Anything you want.
Right, clean water.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, good. So what was it like growing up in Standish?
Yeah, it was great.
It was good, fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after high school and all that, did you go to college at all?
No, actually I didn't go the traditional route. I kind of
me neither.
Yeah, good. It builds character.
It
takes you down different avenues.
Yeah.
I'm still currently taking classes part-time and
good.
kind of working on that, but I kind of after graduation, kind of jumped into retail, worked at the mall for a while, and then I ended up here at Town & Country.
Yeah. Man, you learn a lot in retail. I mean, I remember growing up, my father, was in the retail business growing up, and I mean, you learn a lot about customer service and all that stuff.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right?
It kind of gives you this foundation of how you want to be treated as a customer and how you treat your own customers. So definitely a lot of experiences working at the Maine Mall.
Right. Oh yeah, I bet. And people it's weird in retail. It's like because you're so face to face, they'll come at you. Instantly.
Yeah.
Or they'll be nice. You know what I mean? It's like you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. You learn a lot about people.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
All right. So how did you transfer into Town & Country then? Were you hired as the marketing manager, or did you come in as something else? How'd that go?
No, I actually came in as a teller.
Okay.
I've worked at Town & Country for almost 11 years now.
Oh, wow.
So I started off as a teller, and I kind of did a bunch of different types of positions for probably 4 or 5 years. And then I got hired as a marketing specialist, and then my role has kind of changed and evolved. Marketing means a lot of different things, you kind of get a lay of the land when you're kind of doing everything. So, and here I am 11 years later as the marketing manager. So, I've been able to grow and try a bunch of new things here at Town & Country, and I've had some really amazing opportunities here. So, it's been great. I've been here for 11 years, so I'm pretty happy.
That's amazing, I did a podcast a few weeks ago with Lisa Belfleur.
Yes.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, jeez. Belfleur. And we talked a lot about Town & Country and all that kind of stuff. And so, if you're interested in learning more about Town & Country, you can check out that podcast. So we won't spend a ton of time on that. I'm kind of excited to talk about this Rock the House thing now. this is the first I've heard of it. So I'm all brand new. I'm ready. And I'm a rock and roll guy. If anybody knows me, I'm like, hey, I'm ready to go. Have some fun.
Yeah.
Before we get into like the nuts and bolts, I mean, is this the first year, or has it been going on for a few years? What's been happening?
Yeah, so this is actually our second year doing the Rock the House event.
Yeah.
It was a new idea last year. It kind of just came from us sitting around and talking about, housing and living here in Maine and what that means to different people. And we just started dreaming up all these like interesting things that we could do and tie-ins and how we could actually kind of bring them all together and have an event like this. And so last year was our first year. We still had it at Thompson Point, which we'll have it again there this year.
Okay.
And so this is our second year doing it. Last year we had it in the fall, but we feel like it's more prevalent in the spring.
Right.
Kind of people are, starting to come out of their hibernation. And
I think we're all ready to get outside and have some fun. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so,
sure. Well, it's probably good to test the different seasons too, right? See which one's going to draw more people and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I think, after winter, people are looking to kind of get out and see some new things and find some new stuff to do outside and stuff like that. So.
Right. So when you guys came up with the idea last year, like, how did that come about? So you kind of, talking about homes, how did the rock and roll piece come into this, though?
I think we just really like throwing parties.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, we love bringing like really interesting things together. So it's not just
not just
it's not just a home show. It's not just somewhere where you just walk around and you're kind of bored the whole time and you're just getting information to kind of go back to make a later decision about. So the idea of having music like tied into this and really being able to tie in the home piece and just bringing people together that love living here in Maine and can help explore that. It's an interesting concept to us, and we get to throw a party. So
exactly. That in itself is worth it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's really cool. So let's talk about how everything went last year, and then of course we can talk about what's going to be new this year and all that stuff. So you came up with the idea last year. Was it a 2-day event last year? What did last year look like?
Sure. So last year was just a 1-day event. We kind of had the experiential exhibitors in Thompson Point. So we had Tiny Homes in Maine. They actually brought a tiny house into Thompson Point, which was pretty interesting. Bringing an entire home into Thompson Point was definitely an experience for us.
I saw the video and stuff. And
having
kind
to
of
hold the lights
up.
Yeah. We also had Snap Space Solutions. They came in with a home and a swimming pool they made out of old shipping containers, which was very interesting.
Isn't that cool?
It's pretty amazing what they can do with those. And so we brought those in, and then we had a bunch of different exhibitors. We had some talking about renting. We had some talking about buying a home. We had some talking about new projects that we have going on here in Maine. So it was this kind of the experiential event that we had last year, and so this year we just wanted to expand on it.
See what else you can do with it.
Yeah.
So last year it sounds like it was just a 1-day thing, right?
Yes.
And, so really just like exhibit hall. That was kind of the event there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And we have food trucks and stuff. So we have to have fun with that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And so this year though, it's a little different with the party, because now you're really getting into it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's roll with that. So from looking on your website, it's the first. I think it's Saturday the 1st, right?
Yes.
June 1st.
Yep.
That's kind of like the big party.
It is
6 to 10. Where is it?
It's at Halo at Thompson Point.
Okay.
And be from 6 to 10. And we'll have, it's kind of like our kickoff concert.
Right.
So we brought a really well-known band, Foreigner Journey.
Yeah.
And so it kind of combines those two really
amazing
bands.
I'm so excited. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be, they're really, really
bring
great.
on the 80s, man. We're rolling.
We were listening to them and we're like, you sound just like Jordy. This is going to be awesome.
Oh, it's going to be great.
And so then we also, when we were, starting with the ideation of the Saturday event, we were thinking, we wanted to have, a big party, a big concert, bring in a really well-known band, and just like have a really good time, kick the weekend off.
Right.
And then we were kind of talking about how we wanted to make it a fundraiser, and we couldn't think of a better organization than Habitat for Humanity.
Oh yeah.
They just it
so
just
cool.
ties in so well with the event, and we personally, Town and Country works with them.
You do a lot with them, right?
We do, yeah. We were able to finance a bunch of homes for them in Scarborough, and we've also had a lot of our employees like go down for builds
Swinging
and stuff
some
like
hammers
that.
and all that kind of stuff.
Which is, I mean, we don't have very many building skills here, but like we can help out.
Yeah.
They make it possible that we can
Right.
help them, build these homes for people and make those dreams come true. It's really amazing what they do. So
Yeah.
we were just able to like kind of just tie it all in together, and so all the proceeds for Saturday will go towards Habitat for Humanity.
Oh, that's really great.
Yeah.
Because there is a cost to at least Friday night,
Yes.
correct? Or Saturday night.
Yep.
Sorry, Saturday night. What's the price?
It's $15.
$15 each. And most of that, I'm assuming, is going right to Habitat.
All of it.
All of it's
All
going
the
to
proceeds
Habitat.
are going right to Habitat.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yep.
So you don't have any administration costs, right? It's just
Nope, it's just all
sliding
going
right through.
to them. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Even
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's going to be at Halo. I've never been there. What do you know about that place? I mean, is it a bar, restaurant? What is it?
Yeah, it's actually an event hall.
Oh, okay, great.
So they
Yeah.
just opened the Halo space a few months ago.
Okay.
It used to be the Circus Maine.
That I've heard of, anyway.
Yeah, it was right at Thompson Point. It's
Yeah.
right on the front corner. And so they used to be there, but when they left, they're now kind of opening up as an event space. And we just toured there last weekend, and it's going to be a really, really great venue. We'll have
Yeah.
a bar, we'll have food there. I mean, the whole
Perfect.
whole nine.
Right. Who's catering? Is there any well-known or
Not
necessarily?
sure about
Still
that. We're
working on
still
that. Okay,
working
gotcha.
on it. We're still working on the
You got-
details
you
of that
got
one. Yeah, plenty of
Yeah,
time.
no worries. I'm sure it'll be awesome.
Very good catering.
Yeah.
Food will be great.
Yes, exactly. Of course it will. That's great. So that's really awesome to hear that all the money's going to Habitat for Humanity.
Yeah.
That's really impressive.
They do such amazing things for our communities.
They
They,
really do,
they make it possible for people to own homes that never saw themselves being able to own homes, and I mean, we're in full support of them. So it just was such a great tie-in to what we're doing, and we're always willing to help them out, and because they help our community so much. So
Yeah, they do an awesome job, and that's really
do.
great.
Yeah.
So then, so it sounds like Saturday night is just like all about having fun.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So no, not necessarily any speakers or anything like that. Just kind of band, drink, eat,
Yep.
have a good time.
Yep.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, we'll maybe like say a few things like welcome and kind of give a rundown of
Right.
the activities going on
Perfect.
during the week. But yeah,
like
it'll
announcements and stuff.
yep,
Like that.
it'll just be a really fun way to kick the weekend off.
So awesome.
Yeah.
What kind of this might be a weird question, but attire? Like is this like a black tie? Is this
No,
like a
super
wear
casual.
whatever the heck you want?
Sure,
Okay.
it'll be super casual.
Okay.
I mean,
So I can wear my acid wash jeans, from the 80s. that
I
are
hope you
ripped.
do. Yes, that'd be awesome.
The fringe leather
Yes.
jackets. I mean,
Yes.
come on, it'll be great.
Yes. Okay. Now I'm expecting that. I really.
I'll get a mullet wig,
Yes.
the whole 9 yards. All right,
Yes.
good.
Yes.
All right,
That would be
good.
amazing.
All right, awesome. So we don't have to be all hoity-toity.
No,
We just go
no.
and have fun.
Yes,
All right,
absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So good. That sounds like a fun night. Now let's talk about Sunday.
Sure.
What's the times on Sunday?
Yeah. Sundays from 1 to 5.
Okay.
At Thompson Point, Brick South, so that's the bigger
The bigger
building.
hall.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
gotcha.
So it's 20,000 square feet, and so we'll have a lot of fun things set up. It's a huge space, so it gives us more room to put more stuff in it. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. So that's all going to be like an exhibit hall, right? Like a lot of vendors in there, stuff like that. Are there any sponsors on this whole thing, or is this all just Town and Country, or how's that all work?
yeah, it's basically just us,
Okay.
and we invite some like really great community members that do really awesome things.
Yeah.
Like we're having tiny homes back.
Yeah.
And so as we look at it, it's not just a vendor hall, but it's more of an experience. So
Okay,
you can actually get to go into the tiny home, and you get to tour it with the people who are building them. And
Yeah. I'm going to have my kids with me, and I swear they're going to take over.
They're going to love it. Yes, they're going to love it.
Yeah.
I feel like people were trying to like take the tiny home with them last year when they were leaving. They're like, I can live here.
Hook it up on the truck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So something that we're really interested in is just not just kind of walking around and getting information, but really experiencing things that you can directly bring home with you. So say it's like being able to walk through a tiny house, or learning how a composting toilet works, or
Right.
we're going to have a home builder there who actually goes through your home and can, point out things that you may want to change to either, one, keep yourself in the home for longer, or have people like your parents who may be older and have mobility problems.
Sure.
So he's actually
to kind of bring those two together.
And kind of those different changes you can make to make your home more accessible.
Yeah.
And so he's going to be there, and he's going to have a bunch of examples of ramps or things that kind of can make your house a little more accessible. And so he'll actually be there with those things, and so you can actually like test them out and see how you can incorporate them in your home and stuff like that. So
I've been hearing a lot of people talk about that. It seems like as the baby boomers get older, it's like people are starting to want to either join forces, or figure something out. That's awesome.
Especially in Maine. I mean, we're the oldest state in the nation, so we have this huge population of people who either can't stay in their homes anymore, but they can't find something else, and they're kind of stuck in between and don't really know what to do. And so when we're talking about like universal design, that is actually you're able to stay in your home for a lot longer because you have these really specific features that you can change easily and not have to rip drywall out and all that stuff. So even if it's as easy as like a table that can move up and down, so one, you can use that if you have kids, like with the low table, and they can color on it and they can eat there. But then also later down the road, if you need to lower it again, then it's there and you don't have to go buy a new table.
Easy to do, right? Yeah. So that's great. So I'll look at, I got the list here, just a few things maybe we could touch on maybe each sponsor here and just kind of see. So Center for Wildlife.
Yep.
Is that they're an organization, right?
They are, yeah. So they're a nonprofit down in York County.
Yeah.
They've actually won one of our Better Neighbor Fund grants before. So we love them because they do really awesome things for our communities when it comes to animals.
Yeah.
So last year they were at Rock the House, and I think they brought a snake and a turtle with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so they actually brought some.
Yeah, they brought some.
Oh,
they brought some animals.
Yeah.
So they'll be there again this year. I'm not sure what they're bringing yet.
Yeah, that's a little teaser. You got to come. You got to come and find out.
Yep.
All right, Custom Property Solution. Is that who you were just speaking about?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So he actually goes in and goes through your home and sees how things can be changed, and then he'll build it also. So he's kind of one stop.
Right, he'll help design it, come up with the ideas and and all
absolutely.
that stuff. That's great. Eastern Trail Alliance. Is that for the Eastern Trail?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, so we worked with them a couple of years ago with their Close the Gap campaign.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to be building an extension of the trail going from Scarborough to South Portland. So we work really closely with them, and that's a great tie-in to loving to be in Maine.
Yeah, they're talking about going from the Eastern Trail to the Greenbelt, kind of hooking those two up, right? Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, and the foundations are there right now, but the trail just needs to be built. So we work closely with them because, what better way to get outside in Maine than a trail that's right in our backyard?
Absolutely, right. It's right there. Yeah, absolutely. Eco Maine, I think we all know a lot about Eco Maine. They do a great job, just energy efficient and stuff like that, right?
Yep. They joined us last year, and they talked all about recycling and the do's and don'ts, and really talked in depthly about why it's important. So
makes sense. Garbage to Garden.
Yeah,
that's an interesting one. That's the compost company, right? Like the little buckets that you put out.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. What a cool idea.
Yeah, they have been really successful with what they've been doing. It's so easy. You just put all your composting in a tub, and then you put it out at trash day, and they pick it up, and they can compost things that you normally wouldn't compost because they have so much of it.
They're able to get it down. I'm in the Rotary Club over in South Portland, Cape Elizabeth.
Okay.
We had Garbage to Garden come and do a talk for us.
Oh,
So
great!
It was really neat getting to know what they do. They do a lot more than just what we're talking about.
Yeah,
So,
they're so impressive. They just have really been able to make it so accessible for everyone to be able to compost. So
it's amazing. Yeah, they really do. They really do great work.
Yeah, excited.
Maine Council of Aging, that's appropriate since we kind of go hand in hand with the custom property solutions, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Maine Hardware, that's always a good one.
Yeah, Maine Hardware will be there, and they'll actually be talking about energy efficiency in your home, how you can actually be able to like switch light bulbs out and stuff like that. They do a really great job of doing different events and stuff like that to help the communities get involved with doing stuff in your home. So
yeah, perfect.
It's gonna be great.
That's awesome. Maine Magazine, that's a good one.
Yes, we're excited to have them.
Yeah, and then Organize Me.
Yeah, they're going to be, we tried to get them last year, but they had the scheduling conflict. So this year we made sure to reach out to them to get them involved.
Yeah.
They do some really interesting things, just like organizing. I know that's kind of a big thing with the big Netflix special that kind of happened a few months ago. So when we're talking about organizing your home and making your home easier to live in because it's more organized, they're the professionals, so they're gonna give some really awesome pointers about how to keep your home organized. Simple ways.
Yeah, where I've seen companies like that really help, or like the people that are looking to downsize. You know what I mean? They've spent their 20 years raising their kids, and they're in a house full of stuff. Mm-hmm. Where do you put it? What do you do with it?
Yeah.
That's really. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah. You can. Anyone can do it. Yeah. If you want to downsize to get into a tiny house, then you would call them.
That's when you bring the dumpsters in, right? Revision. I know maybe a little bit about them. What are they all about?
So they do all solar panels. They do all those kind of systems. They do heat pumps. They do really extensive things when it comes to making your home more efficient. As far as your energy use, I mean, they do some really amazing things, and I mean, it's so good for the environment. Yeah, we have the sun already, so
that's awesome.
We should use it to be able to power our homes.
Might as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's becoming a lot more popular.
Absolutely.
Too. And then it looks like you got an architect, Scott Simon's Architects.
Yes. They're doing some really interesting things when it comes to home kits. So it's kind of I kind of equate it to like a log cabin.
Yeah.
When you want to build a log cabin, they have a huge kit that just gets delivered to you and you can build it. And they're really working on some interesting ways to make that more accessible in Maine.
Yeah.
Because I mean, housing is kind of hard to come by right now. It's kind of hard to buy a home. Firsthand. So to think of new and creative ways to think about housing, I think is really important, and they're doing some really interesting things. So I think it's more just talking about like the future of homes and how they're contributing, and they're going to be a very interesting vendor to kind of be able to look at and see what they're doing.
It's going to be neat to see. I mean, all this stuff, and then of course after that is tiny homes, so kind of the same thing. It's like everybody's looking at houses differently.
Absolutely.
It's going to be interesting, fast forward 50 years and see what it's going to be like.
I know, I'm so excited.
But tiny homes, I got to admit, I'm kind of excited. I follow them on all the social media stuff. It's pretty, I'm kind of excited to see one and see how tiny they really are.
Yeah, they're really. I mean, they do some really interesting things. We were so happy to have them last year, and to be able to go into a tiny home and to really, walk through one and see how tiny. See if you could picture yourself living there. And I've wanted a tiny house for a long time, so I'm kind of obsessed with them.
I don't blame you. They're pretty cool. Yeah. The funny thing is, my mother keeps hounding me to get a tiny house and put it in my yard, so when she comes in the summer, she could stay there.
See, that's perfect. Absolutely.
Get her a little summer home.
That would, that would be perfect. Like, you don't need much more space than what's in a tiny house.
It's kind of like a shed out there, except that's where my mother is.
Yeah.
And then it looks like last one on the list here is Tula Maine Studios.
Yes.
What do you know about them?
So they're going to be there, and they're going to have an aerial yoga stand. So they're going to be demonstrating aerial yoga.
Aerial yoga.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's yoga that's performed kind of up in the air, like on a long.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's going to be really great.
That's going to be interesting. Will they? will people be able to do it, or are they just
I'm
going
not
to do demonstrations?
sure. I think they're going to be doing demonstrations, but
Not necessarily,
they're right in Mill Creek, so they actually have a whole studio that
Okay.
kind of
Sure.
they teach that there. So maybe we'll be able to try it.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I don't know if I could.
There you go.
I don't know if I could. I might hurt myself. But-
They'll be there to make sure you don't hurt yourself.
yeah, good.
Yeah.
Well, great. I think that's important to kind of share, like, who's sponsoring and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's at least your list here. I'm sure there's probably a few more that
We're working on a few other things.
Yeah, sure.
too.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
It sounds like a great event. So let's talk about how people can get more information, how people can get tickets, all that kind of stuff. So first off, it's June 1st is the concert, 6 to 10.
Yep.
That's a Saturday. I keep saying Friday, but it's a
Saturday. Yep.
June 2nd is the Sunday, and is that a 1 to 5?
That's 1 to 5.
1
Yep.
to 5. Okay, so
And that's
'cause
free.
everybody's got to sleep off the hangover from
Yeah.
before, and then get out there, and that's when all the exhibits and all that stuff. So how does everybody find out more information about this?
Yep, they can go right onto our website, tcfcu.com.
Okay.
Or our social media channels. All the information's there also, and it's
Right.
linked out. So you can go and register. You can get tickets for Saturday. Even though Sunday is free, we're still asking people to register.
Right.
One of the big things that we're very excited about for Sunday for this year is we're having Maine Cabin Masters.
Oh, yes.
There'll be
Yes,
three
I forgot about that.
three
Yeah.
people from the show. They'll be signing autographs and taking pictures. So
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, what
They'll
kind
have a
of
line in front of them. Of course.
what
Yeah.
embodies Maine more than having
Right.
them come? So
That's so great.
Yeah, they'll be there from 2 to 3:30.
Awesome.
And
Okay.
so to register, you just go right on to our website, tcfcu.com, and it will give you all the details and options, how to get tickets, how to register, all
Okay.
right there on our site.
And like Maine Cabin Masters, do you have to register for them in particular, or just the whole?
No, it'll just be the whole event.
Okay.
It's kind of a, you can come whenever and walk around for as long as you want, and
Yeah.
we'll have food trucks there. The bar will be open.
Right.
And so...
Kid friendly, I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot about Maine
Whole
Cabin
family.
Masters. That's going to be really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're so great. We love the show here.
Yeah. that is, it's a great show. It's going to be fun to see all
Yeah.
them there and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Anything else that you can think of? Did we miss anything?
I don't think so.
We
We're
almost missed
excited
Maine Cabin Masters.
Yeah,
I'm glad you threw that out
That's
there.
a good one. We don't want to
Yeah.
forget them.
Yeah.
No, we're really excited to be able to do it again this year,
Yeah.
for the second year, and to be able to grow it a little more and to put more rock into Rock the House.
Love it. Love
And in future years we're just going to keep expanding it, and as the need's there
Right.
for homes. So we just love thinking about the future of homes and what that can kind of look like.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, that's awesome. What a
Yeah.
great event.
Yeah,
and
excited.
thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you for sharing
Thank
this
you.
time with me and giving us all the details.
Okay.
So, again, if you want to attend Rock the House, June 1st is a Saturday from 6 to 10 is the concert. I may or may not have 80s clothes on. I'm still
expected.
thinking
I mean,
about this now. It's
yeah,
expected. I
it's
might
expected.
have to. But that cost is $15, and you can register on the website tcfcu.com.
Yes.
All the information is there. Just look for Rock the House. Really easy to find. All the proceeds go to Habitat for Humanity. So all your $15 goes right there. Bring a friend, bring whoever. It'll be a lot of fun. And then Saturday from 1 to 5. You can also register for that. It's free, but we do want registration. So, again, check it out on the website or all the social media outlets. And if you have any questions or anything, I'll put contact information and website links and all that stuff in the comments and all that. So feel free to reach out. And thank you guys. Have a great week. And remember, if you're going to make Maine your home, you don't have to do it alone.